Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Super Mario World. So, we're now in the Doughnut Plains, and so we're going to tackle the first level, which introduces yet another new feature that Super Mario World has. Kinda. This was kinda in Super Mario Bros. 3. But we get introduced to the Cape, one of the most fantastic Mario power-ups ever. It lets you fly. Not only fly, you can twirl around like a helicopter, I guess. And you'd be surprised at how useful that actually is. It can block a lot of stuff. It can kill a lot of enemies you wouldn't think you'd be able to. You can also use this to glide. Again, this was kind of in Super Mario Bros. 3 as well, in the... I now know it's called the Tanuki suit, I believe. But yeah, this was actually kind of in Super Mario Bros. 3. But hey, I loved it there. I love it here. I got no problems with it. There is one thing that the Cape lets you do that was not in Super Mario Bros. 3 with the Tanuki suit. Or the leaf raccoon feather thing. Or wait, is that the same thing? Is the Tanuki suit just considered when Mario's in the full Tanuki suit pajama thing that's not really any different from the leaf? Or is it also counted when he just has the ears and the raccoon tail? Anywho, using Yoshi, I managed to get up here, although you don't have to do it this way. You can get up here so many ways, but something we have not seen yet is that there are alternate paths anytime the little dot on the level is red. Blah. Anytime the level is a red dot on the overworld map. There are multiple pathways. I believe only 2. I'm pretty sure that there are only 2. But this is the thing that the Cape can do that the Tanuki suit couldn't really. You can use it to actually fly around pretty much endlessly if you have the timing right. You can also use it to ground pound, which is pretty freaking awesome. And yeah, the Cape's pretty swell. Shouldn't have really gotten that mushroom, although, honestly, I don't really care. Because, yeah. The Koopa Troopas who are wearing the capes, the ones with the flashing capes, such as that one there to the left, I believe, you can actually jump on them and get the feather. This is how you get the feathers, usually. There are other ways, of course, but yeah. You may have seen right there, it's a little tough because it happened kind of quick. You can use the twirling with the cape in order to block the baseballs that the sports guy throws at you. I love those enemies too. They're so random. Here's another method you can use to get up to the keyhole. See, when Yoshi comes up to those red triangle things at the bottom, the little ramp thingamabobbers, Yoshi bounces up, and you can use that and then jump off Yoshi to get up higher. But to unlock every single path, I needed to complete this stage both ways. Now, I'm not always going to show me going through every single level twice in certain cases, because some of them take a while, such as this one here. You saw it was red, meaning we do have to go through it at least twice. And it's an auto-scrolling level, and so it takes its sweet-ass time, so I, of course, am going to be editing a little bit. For the most part, though, yeah, I won't be editing a whole lot, because I feel I can get through levels pretty damn quick. And for some reason, I don't know what the hell I was thinking for this level, because the key to this level is you need to stay as far to the right as you can. You don't want to hang back too much, because if you do, then situations like this happen. Well, let's try that again. Again, it's an auto-scrolling level. I'm not going to make you watch me go all the way through it. But yeah, you want to hang to the right pretty much for the whole level. There are multiple pathways, and we are actually coming up to where the level splits into 2 pathways. I'll be pointing these out, and plus you're going to be seeing them. Even after that death, though, where you'd think I'd get the idea, somehow I really just didn't get it through my head, and, well, I jack up again. I jack up again. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. So, yeah. It's embarrassing, but I died twice in this level. Fortunately, that's all the amount that I died in this level, because, well, that's embarrassing. We're on the second set of stages. But you want to go into that green pipe there. The yellow boxes, as you've been seeing for a little while now, I may have already mentioned this, but when you jump into them, they will always kick out a mushroom. which is pretty swell, pretty fantastic. Anywho, just going through that green pipe is not the way to get to the alternate exit from this stage. We need to use this blue shell, kick it upwards to get the vine to go out. You can actually do this by twirling with the cape, so you don't have to do it this way. Ah, shit. Even with the glide to help my platforming, I still screwed it up a little bit. I don't know why. But you climb up the vine to find the key and the keyhole. Which takes us to another important Switch Palace place, which is the Green Switch Palace. I'm stumbling a little bit. You'll have to forgive me. Now, you don't want to do what I'm doing here. I actually did that on purpose because I could swear the first time I played this game, I was so irritated because that's exactly what I did. So, what do I recommend? Ignore the Koopa Troopas down there. You can get a life from them if you, like, kick the shell down there and run along the top as it's hitting the Koopa Troopas. It's not worth it. It's just a life. Move on, kids. But by pushing the switch, we now have access to the green blocks. It's pretty much the same thing as what we did with the yellow blocks, except with the green ones. So they go flying all over the world, and that's, well, when you jump into the green blocks, you will actually get feathers all the time, so that's a good thing to know. But anyway, let's jump ahead a little bit. Again, auto-scrolling, not going to show the whole thing. This is where we went into the pipe to get to the alternate pathway to get to the Green Switch Palace. So, we basically are just going to keep moving on. I believe if you go through the green pipe, though, like, the green pipe, instead of taking the vine to go up to the keyhole, I'm pretty sure it'll kick you out somewhere near the end of the stage. So, you don't have to actually take this way, not that it matters. Ooh, that was close. Ah, shit. That was really close, but hey, whatever. I don't care if I get hit as long as I don't die. I'm already so embarrassed about dying twice. This is where I was like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to hang out all the way to the right and keep up with the level to the right. And that's true up until this point, and then it slows down on purpose just to screw with you. Luckily, it's not that bad. As you saw, you can just walk off before it gets too close to squishing you. Because well, that's not true. I actually could reach that Yoshi coin if I jump off of this pipe and glide, but I was being lazy. But the Yoshi coins, we've been seeing them in every level. When you get all 5 that are in a level, you get an extra life. As far as I'm aware, that's all they do. Is it really worth it? Well, if you happen across them, sure, why not? Extra lives are always swell. Free men are always swell. However, though, I'm not going to go out of my way to get every single Yoshi coin. But we beat that stage the proper way. Now, I am going to be playing every single level in this playthrough, but there are some levels that have alternate pathways that literally don't really take you anywhere. So this stage technically has 2 alternate ways out. However, though, I'm only going to be going through the secret way, the alternative way, if you will. The one with the key and the keyhole. Why? Because when you complete this stage normally, it just takes you up to that ghost house, which I'll be getting to, because we haven't seen those in a Mario game yet. But it takes you up to that level, and we already have a way to that level. So, certain stages, I will not be taking every route possible, but I am going to play every level, so rest your little heads. And I'm not sure how this works. Did Mario eat the balloon, or did he just suck the air out of it? How did that work? Anyway, if you hang out to the left, you can actually get an extra life, and I think you can still get the fire flower, but I went to the right because I don't really care. I just picked a way. The cape is pretty useless underwater, though. You can still do your twirling, which is kinda helpful, but honestly, because it's underwater and you really want the projectiles. And no, don't ask how fireballs work underwater, because I have no idea. But anyway, because you want the projectile power, if you will, that the fireballs have, then yeah, you're kind of gonna want to go with the fire flower. The game kind of expects you to push the switch, I believe, and then try and get over here as quick as you can, but that's not the way to do it, kids. Just pick up the switch and swim over here, and then boom, you have all the time in the world. When you are holding something underwater, though, Mario is constantly moving up, and you no longer push the button to make him go up or go fast and all that. Instead, you just hold on to the holding button, and then he goes as fast as he can, and you just steer. So that actually makes swimming a little bit easier. I know that sounds strange, but it's true. It actually makes it a little easier. This is a ghost house. I mentioned them just a bit ago. Ghost houses are, as you would guess, houses with ghosts in them. The boos cannot be killed unless you have a Starman, which even then I'm not entirely sure if they can in this. I'm trying to remember if you actually kill them or if you just run through them. It doesn't really matter. This doesn't come up very often at all. But holy giant boo. Now, see, levels like this are where you might get a little confused because this ghost house actually does have multiple pathways. In fact, I want to say most of them do. When I think about it, most of them actually have alternative exits that take you different ways. And I will be showing both of the exits for this one because they take you to completely different pathways. But for now, we're going to take the regular way that pretty much everyone's going to find eventually. You could be stumbling around in here for a while. You push the switch, and then the blue doors appear. Those are the doors you need to go through. And just like that, we are out of the ghost house. Huzzah! I love that. Doughnut Secret House. Huzzah! Just like Super Mario Bros. 3, we can go into the warp pipes, and right now we get a nice little glimpse of the final area of Dinosaur Land, which we will not be seeing until the end of the game. So, don't get too used to it, but it is pretty cool. So, as you may be able to guess from the color and the background and everything, this stage is an ice level and is incredibly slippery. It is very slippery, and this actually screws me up a little bit because I don't know why. You think I'd be used to it by now. I've been playing this game since, what? I got my Super Nintendo, I want to say 95, like a year or so after my Sega Genesis. That's what I want to say. I could be wrong about that. I have so many... damn it. I have so many more memories of the Sega Genesis than the Super Nintendo, but I did grow up with this game. Well, kinda. I actually didn't own this game until after the Nintendo 64 came out. Although I did rent it so much, and I knew so many people who did have it. It's a very swell game. I love it. And again, I'm not sure how the balloon thing works, but whatever. So if you will recall what I said in part 1, spin jumping will actually let you bounce off of the spinies. I try and do this here, but I went over and I was not expecting to, and then I slid into one. I know. 3 deaths, and we're only in the second set of stages. We're only in Doughnut Island, or is it? No, it's Doughnut Plains, not Doughnut Island. What am I thinking? So yeah, that coin thing, I know there's some way to manipulate where the coins go, so you can get more coins. I don't remember what it is, and it really doesn't matter. Also, I'd like to point out, not only does Mario have seizure vision right now, like the seizure flashing colors that he always has had, but he also has sparkles, much like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not sure if this game came out before Sonic 1 or not, but yeah, kind of fishy, isn't it? I don't know. Honestly, it probably is just a coincidence, but that's how I've always associated it. So why am I taking this pipe instead of just going through the level? Well, it really doesn't matter, and you get coins from it. More coins means more lives. I've died a lot right in this video. Again, I'm stumbling something fierce. I don't know why. Oh, I love this part. You see, if you do a spin jump, then you can actually get a life from these guys. Boom, 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 boom! Hell yeah. That was awesome. I'll stop doing that, I promise. But we get access to the bonus game again. Let's see if I can do better than I did with the first one. I swear, I usually do so much better with this mini game. I don't know what was up. It was probably because I was recording. You'd be surprised how much stuff gets jacked up when you're recording. And I did just as well as the first time. But hey, a life is a life. So by going through this alternative pathway, we could literally skip like 2 or 3 levels, quite a few. We're not going to be doing that though because, well, I'm going to play every level. So, in order to get the alternative pathway inside of the Doughnut secret house, the secret ghost house of Doughnut Plains, we need the feather. We need capes. We need a cape. So, I'm going to show you guys a very convenient way to get a cape. Although there is a more convenient way, I'm not going to be really using this area a whole lot. But I'll get to that in the next video. After you get what you want in a level, if you've beaten the level, you push start and then select, and then you exit the level just like that, with whatever you had when you pushed the buttons. It's swell. So, let's do this ghost house alternative pathway. Why not? It'll be swell. I'm saying that a lot, but seriously, I love this game. I really do. As everyone, I'm sure, does. I've actually never met anyone who hates Super Mario World. I know some folks, such as myself, in fact, who this isn't their favorite Mario game. Or, you know, there are some things about it they're not super crazy about. But I've never met anyone who hates this game. People watching this, if you hate this game, please tell me. I'm curious to find out just how many people hate Super Mario World. Also, is that a ghost Yoshi? Like a ghost of a Yoshi? Or is it just like some random dinosaur? I've always thought it was like a Yoshi ghost. Which is actually a little morbid when you think about it in the Mario universe. Avoid this block because it kicks out a fire flower. Again, you need the cape in order to get the alternative pathway. Or exit, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if I'd really call it a pathway, at least not in this level. We still need the button, the P switch, whatever you want to call it. I'm luring the ghost, or the Boo rather, away so that way I can do this more easily. You want to grab the switch and then you want to fly up and then run all the way to the end here. Step on the switch and then the door will appear. And ladies and gentlemen, we're fighting Big Boo! Holy shit! Or unholy shit, if you will. Ha! So, the only way you can beat Big Boo here is, by throwing these blocks at him. Is this hard to do? Not really. Not really at all. The only reason I got hit was because I was being impatient. I really just wanted to get this over with. And 3 hits, just like that, Big Boo is dead. Well, kinda. Well, no, he's already dead. Whatever. Anyway, we'll finish up Doughnut Plains in Part 3. I'll see you folks then.